Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that affects millions of students and teachers every single day: GoGuardian. If you've been in a classroom with a laptop in the last few years, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. It's the software that watches over your shoulder, digitally speaking. Built as a tool to keep students safe and on task, GoGuardian has become a fixture in modern education. But is it really helping? Or is it causing more problems than it solves? That's the question we're going to explore today. We'll look at what it does, why schools use it, and most importantly, what students and teachers actually think about it. So, what exactly is GoGuardian? In simple terms, it's a suite of tools that gives schools the ability to monitor and manage student activity on school-issued devices. This includes filtering websites, blocking content, and even allowing teachers to see every student's screen in real time. They can close tabs, lock screens, and send messages directly to a student's device. On paper, this sounds like a teacher's dream for classroom management. No more off-topic games or social media during a lecture. And for administrators, it offers a way to enforce acceptable use policies and protect students from inappropriate content online. The promise is a safer, more focused learning environment. But the reality on the ground, as we'll see, is a lot more complicated. Let's start with the student perspective, because this is where the frustration really boils over. We've all been there. You're trying to research a project, and GoGuardian blocks a perfectly legitimate website. You need to look up a historical image, and it's flagged as inappropriate. This overblocking is a huge source of annoyance. It stifles curiosity and forces students to find clunky workarounds, wasting valuable class time. It feels like the system doesn't trust you to make good decisions, and that can be incredibly demotivating. It treats every student like they're about to do something wrong, instead of empowering them to learn responsibly. But the issues for students go far beyond simple website blocking. The bigger concern for many is privacy. The feeling of being constantly watched is unsettling, to say the least. Knowing your teacher can see every tab you have open, every typo you make, and every search query you type creates a chilling effect. It discourages exploration. You might hesitate to look up a sensitive but relevant topic for a health or history class, fearing judgment or misinterpretation. This constant surveillance can lead to significant stress and anxiety. It transforms the learning environment from a place of open inquiry into one of performance and pressure, where you feel like you have to look busy and perfect at all times. It's like having someone read your diary over your shoulder, but your diary is your entire digital life at school. And that feeling of being watched doesn't always end when the bell rings. A major point of contention is GoGuardian's ability to monitor students outside of school hours. While many districts set it to turn off after school, many don't, or the settings are unclear. Students report their activity being tracked late at night, on weekends, and even during holidays. This blurs the line between school and home in a really invasive way. Your personal time is no longer your own. Imagine trying to relax at home, but knowing that a record of everything you do on your school laptop could be seen by an administrator. It's a massive overreach of school authority into the private lives of families, and it raises serious questions about where we draw the line. A school's responsibility for a student's safety and focus should end at the school doors, or at least at the end of the school day. Now, you might be thinking, this all sounds tough for students, but it must be great for teachers, right? Well, not exactly. While some teachers appreciate the classroom management features, many others find GoGuardian to be a double-edged sword. First, it adds another layer of technical complexity to their already packed workload. Instead of engaging with students, they're now spending time policing screens, closing tabs, and troubleshooting the software itself. It turns them from educators into digital security guards. Many teachers got into the profession to connect with students and inspire a love of learning, not to play a game of whack-a-mole with distracting websites. Furthermore, relying on GoGuardian can actually damage the teacher-student relationship. Trust is a cornerstone of any effective classroom. When students feel they are constantly under suspicion, it creates a barrier between them and their teacher. Instead of seeing their teacher as a guide and a mentor, they may start to see them as an enforcer. This us versus them mentality is toxic to a positive learning environment. Many experienced teachers will tell you that building rapport and setting clear expectations is far more effective for long-term classroom management than any piece of monitoring software. GoGuardian can feel like a crutch that prevents the development of those more meaningful, trust-based skills. So if both students and many teachers have serious issues with it, why is GoGuardian so widespread? Well, from an administrative and district-level perspective, it offers a seemingly simple solution to complex problems. Schools are under immense pressure to ensure student safety online and to prove they are compliant with regulations like the Children's Internet Protection Act, or CIPA. GoGuardian provides a comprehensive, one-stop shop that ticks all the boxes for legal and liability purposes. It creates a paper trail and gives administrators a sense of control over the thousands of devices in their district. In a world of increasing digital risks, it's sold as an essential layer of protection. The problem is that this top-down approach often prioritizes compliance and control over the actual educational experience and the well-being of the people in the classroom. So, what's the alternative? Do we just get rid of all filters and monitoring and hope for the best? Of course. The solution isn't to abandon technology, but to use it more thoughtfully. The real answer lies in digital citizenship education. Instead of just blocking the bad, we need to actively teach the good. We need to empower students with the critical thinking skills to navigate the internet safely and responsibly on their own. This means teaching them how to identify misinformation, protect their privacy, handle online social situations, and understand the impact of their digital footprint. It's about teaching them to be good digital citizens, not just compliant digital subjects. This approach builds lifelong skills and fosters the trust that surveillance software erodes. It's a harder, more nuanced path, but it's one that actually prepares students for a world where GoGuardian won't be looking over their shoulder. In the end, the conversation around GoGuardian is about more than just one piece of software. It's about the kind of learning environments we want to create. Do we want schools that are built on a foundation of surveillance and suspicion, or ones built on trust and empowerment? Do we want to raise a generation of students who are conditioned to being watched, or one that is equipped to think for themselves? While tools for safety are important, they should never come at the cost of curiosity, privacy, and the fundamental trust between a teacher and a student. It's time for schools to listen to the voices of their students and teachers and ask if there's a better way. A way that focuses less on watching and more on teaching. What do you think? If you're a student or a teacher who's used GoGuardian, I would love to hear about your experience in the comments below. Let's get a real conversation going about this. Thank you so much for watching, and if you found this video insightful, please consider liking and subscribing for more deep dives into the world of education and technology. See you in the next one.